So, story, another month has gone by and we are heading back home.
And where is home, Story? Do you know where home is? It's in Portugal, but to get there from England we have to drive through France, which is what we're doing right now. This was a completely new part of France for us. We've never been there before and it was so beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
You got hiccups.
The scenery was amazing. It was almost ancient. Do you know what ancient means? It means old. This area was called the Midi Pyrenees.
It was very nice. And it had Mummy and Daddy looking at properties.
Yeah.
And we were like, we could live here.
And once again, you were the perfect traveller. Not causing any problems in the back of the car there. I think the car is like your second home.
Yeah, it is.
So after many hours of driving, we finally arrived at our destination in France.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely amazing.
It was. In France. Bonjour. Bonjour. Say bonjour.
Hello, big face. Where are you?
Look where we are. This is your first French Chateau.
You can see from the smiles on our faces that it made us very happy to be there. Look at you, you're such a happy baby, aren't you? Oh, wow, 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 wow. And what does that mean? You're not going to tell us. I think you could get used to being on a hotel bed. And because you were up way past your bedtime because of the drive-in, we had to take you to the restaurant with us.
Yeah.
So this was your first time in a French restaurant.
Yeah. That was okay though, you were very good.
Yeah.
You had your bottle. Well, Mum and Dad had our dinner.
How very civilised of you. We stopped off at one of France's most beautiful villages. It was called Saint Benoit De Saul, and it was really, really nice. We didn't have a plan, we just decided to go for a walk through all the streets and see what we could find. Some of these buildings were so old, they may as well be medieval. I think they were medieval.
Yeah, I think so. It was really beautiful.
Of course, your big sister was with us, so she got to walk through the medieval streets as well.
Yeah.
It was like stepping back in time, Story. And then after a few hours of exploring, we stumbled upon this magical place. It was just for us, there was nobody there. And it had a beautiful view over the castle of Saint Benoit De Saul. Do you remember any of this? And as Mama and I were admiring the beauty, we realised that you'd fallen asleep.
Yeah.
So you didn't even see it.
So good job we filmed it for you, hey?
Yes, that's Dada. You are such a happy baby, aren't you? Always smiling even when you're in your pram.
Yeah. This was the cobbled streets making you laugh, I think. You like the bumpy ride.
We'd just arrived in a new town. It was called Carjarc. Again, somewhere we'd never been before, so we were exploring and discovering all these places with you. This was another ancient village in the Midi Pyrenees in France. We didn't read anything about this place before we got here. We just booked a hotel. And when we walked out into the streets, we were amazed at how nice it was.
I know.
It wasn't even on the list of the best villages in France, and yet we think it was one of them. The sun was setting beautifully, wasn't it? And we had a lovely time with you walking through the streets.
I think we walked around all the streets that night, all the little back streets, because it was so beautiful. We wanted to see everything.
And the whole time you were a happy, smiley little girl.
Yeah.
And just as the sun was going down, we thought, what a perfect time to take some pictures of you with Dada. You remember this little photo shoot?
Maybe. We did get some really lovely shots.
Where are we? Are we in Carjarc?
It's stunning.
The hotel we were staying at was really peaceful. It looked typically French.
Yeah, the shutters at the windows. There we are. Saying hi, Dad.
And then, just as our journey through France was coming to its end, we found this place. It was called Saint Popie. What a French sounding name, eh?
Yeah.
Saint Popie. Every single corner we turned, we had to get the camera out and take a picture. And we had you facing forward so you could see everything. This town made us fall in love with France a little bit.
Yeah.
We've been to France many times before, but we've never seen anything like this. And if we decided we wanted to move to France one day, I think this is the kind of area we would go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you enjoyed it as well.
And after spending all of the day looking at that beauty, I think it just exhausted you because you went to sleep again. So while you were napping, we enjoyed the views. Did you see that?
What?
As she fell asleep, her thumb fell out there.
And this is our final stop in France. Biarritz.
We took you down to the beach side, didn't we? We wanted to have a look at the sea before we headed through Spain and back to Portugal. It doesn't seem to matter what time of day for you, you're always a happy baby, right? As long as you've had your milk.
We got you wrapped in your little blankets. It's a little bit chilly.
Did you enjoy going to the beach in Biarritz? Mum and Dad enjoyed it so much there that we made a vow that we'd go back there and spend a little holiday,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah, we did.
It's nice to talk. Standing there looking at the coastline, it gave us some time to reflect, didn't it, on the journey that we'd just taken, all the way from the UK through France. And we were almost back home. It was one hell of a journey, wasn't it? I think you enjoyed most of it though.
I do too.
You like it though? Is it fun?
We had lots of fun.
And your happy face says it all.
Yeah.
And so, Story Bean, that is the end of your adventure from England back to Portugal.
Yeah. And what's going to happen next month? Hello.